I just got off a stream with a beautiful group of people, and we were talking about how to finally make decisions that feel good. You ever get stuck in your decision making, decision fatigue? You're not sure if you're moving in the direction that matters. You become passive with life, and now you feel like you're just constantly reacting to whatever life throws at you instead of creating it. And you just don't know if you're moving in the direction that matters, if you're moving the needle forward. And we realize happens to a lot of us. There's a couple hundred of us, and we were talking, we were sharing. And right now I'm creating 80% of my content live. I call it the live experiment because I'm tired of the YouTube gimmicks. I'm not trying to hack your attention for retention. Instead, we're having meaningful, longer conversations in a nice chill space. This is the #1 chill spot on the internet. And I think you're going to enjoy this video. So tune in, hit that notification bell so I can see you on the next stream. And let me know what you think in the comments. I'll see you. Making decisions that finally feel good in 2025. So we develop a strong North Star. Because when we have like a North Star, then we can align all our actions to that North Star. Like, let's say you're going to, I don't know, like run a marathon, and that's like one of your goals for 2025. Now you have a framework, you have a map, you have a guide for your decisions, and you don't have to go through decision fatigue all the time. Your friends hit you up and they're like, yo, we going to Vegas, we're going to have a bender, we're going to party, we're going to get hung over, all that. And you're like, you don't even have to think about it. You're like, nope, I'm running a marathon in 4 weeks. I got to train. It's 11 p.m., you shopping in the grocery market, late night snack. You're looking at the mangoes, or you're looking at the double muffin chocolate cake. Then you realize I'm running a marathon in 2 weeks and I have training at 6 a.m. in the morning. I'm going for the mangoes. Just having a goal allows us to align our actions to that goal. Without no goal, without no vision, without no nothing, sometimes we can be all over the place. People can pull us in all these different directions because we don't really have anything to apply our energy to, It doesn't even have to be like a grand master goal either. It could just be something small. It could be something big. It could be something small, but just a potential destination point we can work towards, right? I would try to get clear on that before 2025 hits, because we only have like a month. I can't believe we only have like a month into 2025. That is crazy. So I've been working on that. And it can get frustrating sometimes because, you're trying to like develop that North Star and you wish you had more clarity. But like we always say, a breakthrough is about to come. Often when we're struggling with clarity, that is a sign that we're almost there, right? We're almost at that tipping point. Something is going to happen. We're going to have a breakthrough. We're going to have an idea. You may hit a season in your life where there's so many opportunities and you need to start saying no to them, right? You may have too many options coming your way. And without like a clear North Star, you may, like that's what happened to me when I blew up on YouTube. I just had so many opportunities and like everything came at me so fast. I was like, okay, yeah, we'll do this. Okay, I will do this. Yeah, okay, we'll do this. And then I spread myself thin, right? I didn't have like a clear North Star. So I was just like, everything that felt good and looked good, I'm like, yeah, let's do it. Let's take it. Let's do this. Let's do that. Yeah. And it was fun. It was exciting. But if I had a stronger North Star, I could have been like, you know what? This is very cool. That's a great offer. Thank you. But it doesn't align with where I'm trying to go. It does not align with my goals. It's like if you go for a walk on a trail, on a hike, and you start early and it's dark out and you need a flashlight and you turn the flashlight on, it only illuminates about 10, 15 feet in front of you, right? But you continue to walk. Why? Because as you walk, the path illuminates more, right? Same thing. Your North Star doesn't have to be the final destination. It's just a destination point. And as you continue to walk and move forward, the path reveals itself, right? And now you can adjust, you can pivot a bit. And we have a good moral compass, right? Because what is a moral compass? It's a framework. A moral compass literally guides you. It's a compass that guides you. Let's say you're like a fashion influencer who really cares about ethical fashion brands. And then now let's say you've been creating content, you've been grinding, and a really big fast fashion brand hits you up and they got a big old bag for you. A nice one. More money than you ever made. But there's a problem, right? Your values is in ethical fashion, right? Not fast fashion, not toxic brands. So because you have a moral compass, you don't have to struggle with that decision. It's an easy no. Yeah, the money looks nice, but goes against my morality, it goes against my morals, right? So having a moral compass gives us understanding of ourselves. And sometimes I think we should write that down because it can change, right? Your moral compass can change. And that's okay. Ideas change. Our values, I heard Malcolm Gladwell say this, our values we hold tightly, our ideas we kind of hold a little bit more loose. They're saying like, think back to like, 10 years ago, unless you are like 15 years old, but like think back to like 15 years ago and look at a picture of yourself. You can be like, oh my God, why was I wearing that? You can look back 10 years ago, 15 years ago and be like, oh my God, I used to think like that. And that's okay, right? We change. Some of your morals will change as well. So I'd actually go over it like, yo, what's my morals? What's my moral framework? What's my compass? And those principles guide our behavior. So, this person that's trying to come into our life, yeah, we got chemistry, but like it doesn't go with my morals, you understand? Because we value peace. So a good, strong moral compass. I would think about all these things. Lately, I have this document in my Notion that has my purpose, that has my philosophy, it has my goals, and I read through it to remind myself. It's almost like reminding yourself who you are, because like, I truly believe we can lose track of ourselves and even sometimes what we believe in if we're not reminding ourselves, or like at least checking in with ourselves and saying, hey, does this still align? Does this still align? Do these ideas about myself still align? Do these values still align? Or do I need a new framework? Strong moral compass can guide us through our North Star, And then it's understanding like where decisions are made, right? They're made in two places. One, internally, and I think obviously externally. Like before you make an action within yourself, you are making a decision. Like I think every choice you make on the outside is like born from a quiet decision you've already made within. Clarity starts in the soul, not in the world. Like I'm sure everybody has maybe seen someone they wanted to talk to. Maybe you're at a networking event and you see somebody and you're like, I want to talk to that person. Or maybe it's someone you're attracted to and you wanted to make that step, you wanted to take that action, but there was an internal conflict within yourself, right? There wasn't clarity within yourself, and then you didn't do it because you shied away, right? That internal conflict was like, what if they judge you? What if they reject you? Blah, 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 blah. But if you identified like your values and like your moral compass for 2025, and you said, hey, I'm going to be a more confident, assertive person who takes the lead. Well, now within yourself, you've already made that decision. So when you want to go step to that person and you go within, there shouldn't be such a loud inner conflict now, because you've already made that decision within. Now you just have to let it pour through your actions, So decisions are made in two places, within and outside of us. So having more clarity in the soul allows us to step into the world a lot stronger. So I'm going to be taking some time before 2025 to really get clear on some of those things. Like, what are our values for 2025? What do we represent? If like somebody was going to explain you, how would they explain you? And not even by like what you do, but like who you are, like the characteristics of your spirit, because our credentials are in our spirit, right? That's what my bio says. And the things we do, our work, our career, that's like the fruits of our labor. And those things are good too, but those are the external things. And then the characteristics of our spirit are the internal things, right? And those internal things create the moral compass and the framework to achieve those external things. And when we're clear on the inside, well, now we know we can create the things that we truly want to create on the outside and not go in the wrong direction. Because sometimes we want something, or we think we want something, we go get it, and then we're there and we're like, I don't even want this anymore. I don't even want this thing. And that happens, that happens. So making decisions that finally feel good, 2025, we claiming it, making decisions that finally feel good, strong decisions, moving in the direction that matters, even borrowing future regret as a tool, because human beings, we have this interesting ability. We can like travel in the mind. We can go into the future and we can go into the past. I don't think there's any other creatures or animals on the planet that have that ability, right? So before we make a decision, we can literally be like, Are we making a decision out of immediate gratification or future alignment, right? Before you make a decision. I do that with food all the time. You understand? Because like me, I got like a very sensitive body and mind, and I eat junk and I swear I just can't focus. I feel like dead after. But sometimes, like certain things are just calling your name. So I'd be in the snack section and like, my inner child sometimes will see like the candy section and like see like sour keys. I'm a grown man and I'll see sour keys and be like, I want those. But if I eat those sour keys, I swear I'll get brain fog. I will feel so messed up. My energy will be off. So instead of immediate gratification, I think into the future and I think about that regret I'm going to have like 20 minutes after that or in the morning and be like, oh my God, my stomach's going to hurt. So we're borrowing regret, future regret, as a tool to make stronger decisions, because it's very easy to get caught up in our senses and just do things in the moment for what feels good. It's like when we're procrastinating. A lot of times when we procrastinate, we're actually trying to protect ourselves from failure. Oh, you want to make a YouTube video? Now you're procrastinating because you're trying to protect yourself from failure. So it feels good to procrastinate. To the mind, it doesn't feel good to procrastinate because you're not doing the thing. But like your body's like, I don't have to go through these movements. I don't have to see if I'm going to fail. So we're borrowing future regret as a tool in the moment to make stronger decisions, right? Stronger decisions. 2025, we making the best decisions possible. We claiming it. Claim it. You're making strong decisions that like just leap you forward. Because I cannot stand when I feel like I've been doing the most. I've been trying. I've been, trying to make things happen, but my energy is all over the place and nothing is happening, right? Because really, we don't have a clear vision. We don't have a North Star and our energy is spread thin. Now, some seasons can be like an experimental season, right? Where we're trying to figure it out. We're not always going to have clarity. But I really think for 2025, we should take that time and try to become a little bit more clear on what we want to do. And sometimes you go through a season of like experiencing everything you don't like, right? The power of elimination. I was recently on a trip and I was around a lot of other creators, but they're more the business type. So they're like founders and businessy type of people. And I went there because I'm more of a creative, artistic type. And I'm like, I need to learn from, some other type of people and, just connect with some people because I'm quite isolated with what I do over here. So I took the trip down to connect. And while I was there, I was thinking that their systems and the way they do things was going to be what I need to do. But then I went there and I realized I experienced something that wasn't for me. And I was pleased by that. I'm like, oh, it's nice to experience things that aren't for you because it affirms to you what is for you even more, right? So sometimes I think we're going through seasons where we're experiencing things that we don't like, that don't align. So we know what does align, the power of elimination, right? So sometimes just like you can literally list out in 2025 the things you don't want to happen. Everything you don't want to happen, you're like, well, I don't want to be broke. So what are you going to do to make sure you're not broke? Just list out everything you don't want to have in 2025 and then do the opposite, reverse engineer, analyze the dislikes and then define your wants and prioritize your wants from there. Getting a little bit more in tune with our intuition. Because our intuition is like a guiding compass as well, right? I think the body often speaks before the mind. It's like when you meet somebody, sometimes it's like the body makes the decision about them before the mind does, right? It's like your intuition is saying something. So try to be mindful of that when you're making tough decisions on where you're trying to go in 2025. Like, what is the body saying? Pay attention to how the body reacts. Is it tight? Is there an uneasy feeling? Is there warmth? Is there excitement? Is there joy? When I think about like 2025 and like trying to create videos, and I think about like waking up every day and scripting videos and then shooting and then editing, and that doesn't actually excite me. What excites me is the idea of developing my own live stream show, like a 2-hour experience where we go through like many different emotions. Maybe we have like a little guided meditation. Maybe now we're going into like a nice little DJ mix, a little pick up the energy. Then we go into a Q&A, then we free flow. It's like, I don't even want to really script them that much. I just want to see where the energy, that excites me, right? So that's what I'm going to do. follow the breadcrumbs of excitement in 2025. Like, what brings you joy? Who brings you joy? And align with that. What brings you joy? Who brings you joy? I think it was like 2022. I was doing like a bunch of things that like didn't bring me joy. But like it was working, but it didn't bring me joy. And I was like, why am I doing these things? Like, we only got one life to live. Unless reincarnation is real, then we come back. But I want to get this life right. So like, let's do the things that bring us joy. Oh my God, the body feels good about that. Do more about that. Do more of that. You understand? Maybe that's the direction. You want to start a YouTube channel? Oh, it feels good. It sounds good. Do it. Just do it. Don't procrastinate. Get to it. Do it. Exercise confidence, right? Exercise confidence. I realize that confidence and being assertive is a muscle. And the less we use it, it's like, let's say you're with your friends. There's usually like a friend that makes a lot of the decisions. That person is exercising their confidence and their assertive muscle. If you're the friend who never like says, hey, we're going to go eat here, I would start taking the opportunity to like make all decisions when you're with people. If someone's like, hey, what movie should we watch? You make the decision. Don't care if they're going to like it or not. You just make the decision, right? Exercise being assertive, because sometimes you just got to know when it's time to go for what you want, right? And go take it. Because some of us are big people pleasers. You know what happens? And then you become passive with the things you want. Then you get upset because you feel like you're getting the breadcrumbs. And it's like, yo, sometimes you got to know what you want and go get it and lead. So being assertive and being confident is a muscle. And sometimes if you're around people who just have like real big energy like that, you know, it's very easy to take the back seat to them because they've exercised that muscle so much. So you take the passive passenger position. But I would challenge that. I would 100% challenge that and try to just be a little bit more assertive, right? Like, what do you want in 2025? And then go get it, go create it, go make it happen. You know, I was actually just thinking, maybe you want to develop another income for yourself or create a personal brand. And really, what is stopping you? If you've been thinking about it, let's stop wavering on that decision. Let's pull the trigger. Maybe you're like, I don't know what to do or how to do it. Well, this is where I'm going to introduce our sponsor, Squarespace, because they have been there for me through multiple different businesses I had where I needed a website and I didn't know what I was doing. They got AI, they got everything. They make it so easy. So let me share more with you. It does not matter if you're just starting out or growing and managing brands. Squarespace will make it so easy for you to engage with your audience, create a beautiful website, and also sell everything from products to services all in one place, all on your own terms. And if you need a little support in deciding how to bring it all together, Squarespace now has Design Intelligence. It's a powerful blend of 2 decades of industry-leading design expertise and cutting-edge AI technology, unlocking your strongest creative potential. Design Intelligence helps you build a website that's not only beautiful, but truly personalized to your brand, helping you create a digital identity to use across your entire online presence. Since maybe you're thinking about developing that extra income, you're going to need a way to receive those payments. And with Squarespace payments, onboarding is quick. You can receive payments in just a few clicks. Plus, you'll offer your customers popular payment methods to make sure everybody can purchase what you have to offer. And for all of you out there who are trying to elevate your online presence, check out Blueprint AI. Again, they will help you with some of that decision fatigue, and the AI enhanced website builder will allow you to create a fully on-brand website for your business with just a few clicks. So if you want to take your online presence to the next level, head to squarespace.com for a free trial. And when you are ready to launch, go to squarespace.com/HINDZ to save 10% off your first purchase. And know what isn't for you. And don't let anybody bring you in the wrong direction. You may just have to be pretty stern about things. No, sorry, I don't have time for that. No, that's not happening. Because it's a season for you to lock in, you know? 2025, I'm about to be in this studio hours. We're about to be in the studio for hours. Because there's a lot to do that I want to do. So, you know, people are going to be calling me. People are going to be bugging me like, hey, I'm like, sorry, I'm busy. My North Star says I'm busy. I'm aligning my actions. Don't worry. We'll have time another day. So we're exercising that confidence in our social situations, in our everyday choices. Developing self-assurance through our choices feels good, right? Feels good. I've been talking about doing like a second YouTube channel for like a year and a half now. A year and a half I've been trying to decide this damn thing. And then I realized, what's wrong with you? Just like make the decision. Like decisions don't even have to be permanent. They're not permanent. Remove the pressure by reminding yourself that most decisions can be adjusted, improved, or even undone. You know what I'm saying? Get used to making decisions and then correcting them if it was the wrong decision. Just start it. See how it goes. I'm much more of a person who can figure things out more in the process versus all the planning. So I told myself, I'm like, you know what? Just start the second channel. Just start the second channel and then correct it as you go. Oh, if you find you can't be consistent with it, that's okay. We'll learn. If you have to stop for a month or two, that's okay. But just start it. Get into the habit of making decisions, strong decisions, right? Because now you're taking life. Now you're taking control of life and steering that ship in the direction that matters, right? You got flexibility, you're moving forward, you're embracing change, right? Don't stress it. You make the wrong decision, okay. Have confidence in being someone that could fix it. Okay, whatever, you made the wrong decision. Fix it, correct it, right? Be rooted in solutions, right? Keep going. Failure, necessary ingredient for our foundation. Necessary ingredient for our foundation, And if it's a big decision, just save it for another day. Sometimes those big decisions have to be saved for another day. Like I said, we make about 35,000 decisions in a day, like little ones in our subconscious, ones that we're thinking about. So sometimes you got to take some time and reflect. Like for the next month and a half before 2025, take time and reflect. Like, what do I want 2025 to feel like? What do I want it to look like? And am I going to just wait for someone to give it to me? Or am I going to go create it, right? Am I going to see what life throws at me? Or am I going to do my best to live my life by design? Live it by design, And then life will throw some things at you. But because you still have a North Star, you can align your actions and, you can work with what's happening. So 2025, we're making strong decisions, We're making decisions for the individuals we are becoming, right? The individual you want to be, imagine you're already that person making those decisions. You want to have financial freedom, start making decisions now as if you're already somebody who does have financial freedom, You want to have a stronger mindset, physical body, make those decisions now. You're making decisions for the next you and having that relationship within yourself and with the Most High and with your Creator, if you have a spiritual umbrella, to know what desires are true and what ones are just like from the world, that can be let go of. True desires versus noise, right? True desires, we got to have that silence for the clarity, go into our internal voice, sometimes get calm, get quiet, and then the true desires emerge. But if we're distracted and confused, if we allow external pressure to influence us, well, now some of our desires may be from society's noise, right? Because it's like, man, the algorithms can trick you into thinking you want something when really you don't. But the algorithm has just been showing you a lot of these type of lifestyles or things. Making decisions that finally feel good in 2025. I claim it. You claim it. Let's get it.